Hi, LinkedIn. Sorry I've been gone a while. A lot has happened in the past few weeks. And I'm really happy to announce that after 7 months of being unemployed, it turned out everything happened for a reason and I got a job as a content manager. So you can believe I am over the moon with happiness. And I think the biggest accomplishment here has been that I am actually changing career fields entirely. And I didn't know if it was possible. I wanted to share my story briefly on how I figured out that everything actually happened for a reason. Even though I didn't see it at the time, after I signed that contract, I was like, unreal. Totally unreal. So back in May 2020, when I lost my job, and I was an executive assistant at this very large corporation, I was lost. I was more lost than I care to admit. I lost my job. I lost my identity. I lost confidence in myself. At the beginning, I was like, oh, why couldn't I get another job as an assistant? I could totally do it. And the more applications I sent out, and I only ever got one interview for an assistant position, I realized, okay, maybe I can't get a job as an assistant. Then it made me question myself. Like, I was thinking to myself, do I want to be an assistant? What do I want to do? And so the next thing that happened, that was always meant to happen, is I posted on LinkedIn. To this day, I don't know why I posted. I don't know what inspired me to share my story. All I thought of at the time was that God knows I can't be alone. I can't be the only one who's totally lost right now. That I feel really alone and scared. That if I can write about it, maybe there's someone else out there who wants to write to me and share their experience with me and I won't feel alone. I think that's why I did it. And then from there, as we all know, the story went that I published more. I created videos. My network grew. People liked talking to me and, so that was meant to happen. But there was one particular video that I did that I already had an existing contact on LinkedIn through my previous job. And there was one video that resonated with him. And it was the one where I was most authentic and most honest about my struggle. I think it was the one when I was saying I was having a bad day and I couldn't cope. And I remember him writing to me, this contact, and he wanted to help me. But it wasn't until the end of the year that opportunity actually, appeared. And the funniest thing is, I actually got 3 opportunities within 1 week. 7 months of nothing, nada. And then within 1 week, I had one of my previous friends from a course I did online. He reached out to me and opened my eyes that, Selena, you do a lot as an assistant. You could do a lot of different things. Did you ever think about going into change management? I was like, no. And that really, kind of resonated with me. And I was like, oh, that sounds interesting. I could do that. But that was going to be a long process, But thanks to that one person, I realized, damn, I'm limiting myself. I could do a lot of things. It doesn't have to be just one field. And then I actually got an internship. And I was so grateful. And then in the very last minute, the very last person to reach out to me, I applied for a key account manager position. Because I thought, I sold Lean Six Sigma Black Belt. Why couldn't I sell, this? And then I got a meeting with the CEO and I got a job with the title content manager. And I'm going to be working on this extremely exciting project in a company that is so close to my heart because, in case you can't tell from the amount of videos on my LinkedIn, I do love public speaking. I would love to do that in the future. I think that's a long way away, but to get to work in a company that is all about that, that's a dream. And it was after I signed that contract and I was walking home, I smiled. I smiled at absolutely nothing, absolutely nobody. I just walked down the road smiling. It makes me almost like cry. I was so happy. I was like, whew. 7 months I struggled. And believe me, I went through every emotion in the book. 7 months. And on the very last day of that year, things worked out. So I wanted to tell you that whatever stage you are in your life right now, whether you just lost your job, whether you're 1 month in of being unemployed, whether you're over a year in, don't lose hope. And you will realize, if not today or tomorrow, but in the end, that everything you did was for a reason. We don't always know why at the time. I still don't know why did I go on LinkedIn. But I'm really happy that I followed my instinct and I did what was true to me. And I'm most amazed that I've managed to actually change career fields entirely. So yes, don't lose hope, people. And do you. Believe in you and do you. And I think you'll find your way, because if I did, there's hope for everybody.